She'll tease you, she'll tease you, all the better to please you.
She did it again, and somehow it's even worse than before. At this point, someone needs to launch a petition to ban Jojo Siwa from touching a mic because her vocals straight up sound like a warning label. Like, we're talking certified noise pollution. You might have caught wind of her new trad-wife Rebrand. The bows are gone, the boyfriend's in, and suddenly she's one casserole away from launching a Christian mommy vlog. Embrace yourself, because Jojo just took this awkward transformation and made it even messier. This ain't just a phase, it's giving full-blown identity crisis in 4K. Now let's talk about her clapback. Someone came for her again over that cursed Bette Davis Eyes cover. Yes, the one that had the internet in shambles. But instead of just taking the L like a normal celeb, what does Jojo do? She stitches the video and hits back with this weird little quote, funny but inaccurate. I'm really just sitting and drinking Belly Welly and coloring golf balls. Like, what? Girl, are you good? You're sipping probiotic juice and drawing on golf balls while critics roast your vocals, and somehow that's supposed to win us over? And to top it off, she ends with this. Since you're singing it though, you might as well stream it in just a little bit when it comes out later tonight. Let's break this nonsense down for real. Coloring golf balls? That sounds less like a hobby and more like a cry for help, or a weird metaphor for watching your brain slowly shut off. And that Belly Welly drink she mentioned? It's some influencer-approved probiotic, the kind people sip when they think doing yoga and journaling is a substitute for real therapy. The whole caption felt like it was ghostwritten by ChatGPT on 2 hours of sleep. Honestly, what even was that vibe? It's giving I've lost the plot energy. And that random emoji at the end? No clue what that was supposed to mean. Are we shaking hands on a shared moment of secondhand embarrassment? Because that's all we're getting out of it. But Jojo wasn't done humiliating herself. Nope, she decided to double down and film another version of that cursed song. This time she's laughing mid-take and literally forgetting the lyrics, all while pretending it's some quirky, chaotic audition for her upcoming documentary. Yes, apparently there's a Jojo Siwa documentary in the works. Heaven help us all if that thing actually gets released. The whole video felt more like some unhinged performance art project than any serious content. She's clearly trying to own the cringe, like, yes, I know it's bad, ha ha ha, that's the joke. But no, Jojo, that's not self-awareness, that's just masking a flop with forced irony. If your song flops and your recovery plan is to laugh at how bad it is while still plugging it, that's not clever. This whole thing just proves one thing. The song is straight up trash, and Jojo knows it. She's not even trying to hide it anymore. If you can't shut down the hate, might as well cash in on it, right? That's exactly what she's doing, turning herself into a walking meme. The worse it gets, the more views she pulls. It's like she's running the influencer version of burning your own house down just to collect the insurance money. And right in the middle of all this mess, Jojo drops another bomb. She's going back on tour, but not just any tour. She's calling it the Infinity Tour, and this time she's taking it to Europe. Yup, seems like the US tapped out, so now she's shipping the cringe overseas like it's a clearance sale. And let's talk about that name, Infinity. Girl, infinity is how long this identity crisis has been dragging on. Infinity is how far she's stretching the meaning of pop star. Infinity is how long she thinks she can dodge real accountability. Now the tour visuals. Imagine Lisa Frank and Hot Topic got into a fist fight in a glitter factory, and the loser had to style Jojo's wardrobe. It's chaotic, it's loud, it's borderline painful to look at. And if you remember her last tour, it was wild in all the wrong ways.
Whichever one of you fuckers brings me the snacks, you bring me a chaser.
She was getting drunk on stage, yelling out swear words with toddlers in the crowd, and doing dance moves that looked like rejected TikTok thirst traps. Like, who let this happen at a show full of kids? Look, no shade to my European folks, but y'all are getting the Infinity Tour like it's some kind of pop blessing. Spoiler alert, it's not. You better brace yourselves because there's a real chance Jojo might roll up to your country, dressed like a Pinterest trad wife, clinging to her boyfriend Chris Hughes like he's a designer handbag. Yeah, imagine bumping into that at your local coffee shop. Nightmare fuel. Let's take a moment to check in on the man who kicked off this whole trad wife transformation, Chris Hughes. Jojo is still posting this dude like he's a personality trait. We're talking matching outfits, forced couple content, cringy captions straight from Tumblr in 2012. He's on her feed more than her own vocals, and that's saying a lot, considering how often she's forcing that song promo. But don't forget how this thing started. Jojo was in a public relationship with her girlfriend, Katie, aka Katz, when she met Chris on Celebrity Big Brother UK. And they weren't just friendly. They spooned, flirted, crossed every line you're not supposed to cross, and just like that, new boyfriend unlocked. Then she drops the bombshell. She no longer identifies as a lesbian. And worse, she turns around and blames the LGBTQ+ community for pressuring her into the label.
There's so many reasons why my breakup happened. Christopher is not one of them. And I actually told this guy, I was like, maybe it would be easier if he was. But he is not one of them. So if you're gonna share the story, share the story.
The romantic side of the speculation, it paints this picture of like infidelity and paints you as a villain.
Don't paint it out to look like I cheated on you with him, because I did not. I will nail my feet into the ground and I will stand on that ground. I did not, I would not, and I have not. You know what I mean?
Like, what? Let's not forget, Jojo built her whole public image on being a queer icon. We're talking rainbow merch, pride anthems, same-gender love songs, and full-on LGBTQ+ branding in her music videos. She didn't just hint at it, she marketed it like her life depended on it. And now, she's coloring golf balls and posting up with her boyfriend like she's out to prove something. And yeah, nobody's saying she can't date a guy. Sexuality is fluid. People evolve. That's real. But don't sit there acting like you didn't milk the gay community for attention, clout, and coin, then ditch it all the moment a Love Island reject made you giggle. That's not growth, that's opportunism. This whole situation, it's way bigger than a bad cover or one sketchy boyfriend. What's really got people side-eyeing Jojo is the pattern. She reinvents herself every few weeks like she's spinning a broken identity roulette wheel. And maybe it's not for self-discovery. Maybe she's just trying to keep us and the algorithm confused enough to stay relevant. She's gone from Nickelodeon glitter kid to rainbow pop icon, then switched to edgy glam rock rebel, then failed viral provocateur, and now here we are, trad wife cosplay. At this point, nobody even knows who Jojo is anymore, or what bizarre identity she's about to slap on next. She's shape-shifting more than a Power Ranger, and the craziest part, it's working. People can't stop watching. The hate shares are flooding in. Her name keeps popping up in trending tabs, not because folks love the music, but because they can't believe any of this is real. Scroll through her comment section, and it's basically one big group therapy circle. Half the comments are straight up roasting her, and the other half sound like people genuinely worried she's having a breakdown in real time. And the parodies, even those are starting to blur, because Jojo's already beat everyone to the punchline. She's turned herself into a walking meme on purpose. It's like she skipped the redemption arc and jumped straight into the blooper reel. But let's not pretend this is all chaos with no plan. Jojo knows exactly what she's doing. This isn't random, it's calculated. She's fully aware that controversy feeds the algorithm. If she can't go viral for being talented or authentic, she'll go viral for being off the wall and unfiltered. She's speedrunning the Trisha Paytas guide to staying relevant. Say something wild, post something even weirder, laugh at your own crash and burn, then slap a price tag on the wreckage. But here's the thing, Jojo wasn't supposed to end up like this. She started out as the safe, sparkly Nickelodeon kid that moms trusted, a walking glitter bomb of rainbows and family-friendly vibes. Now, she's spiraled into something way weirder. And what we're witnessing is what happens when someone builds their entire identity around chasing engagement. Let's call it what it is, a grift. Jojo didn't just randomly stumble into this trad wife thing. Nah, she crafted it loudly, strategically, and with full intention. She went from rainbow LGBTQ+ icon to serving 1950s housewife energy in what? A couple weeks? And she's not even doing it well. Like, sure, the aesthetic is on point. The matching outfits, the housewife cosplays, the boyfriend promos, they're all there. But the content itself, hot mess. The music, straight up unlistenable. The vocals, rough. And don't even get started on the relationship. It looks faker than a reality show romance. The whole rebrand feels like a rushed Instagram mood board. Visually loud, but emotionally empty. But guess what? None of that matters, because we're still watching. We're still clicking. We're still commenting. Whether we love it or hate it, we're feeding the machine. She's cracked the code. Being bad on purpose pays just as well, if not more than being good. So now the real question is, what do we even do with that? So what is this really? Are we witnessing a full-on pop culture implosion, some twisted social experiment, or just another child star unraveling in real time while the world watches and clicks? Honestly, who even knows anymore? But if this is the new era JoJo's locked into, you better buckle up, because this Infinity Tour might be the start of an infinity cringe loop we'll never escape. Let me know what you think in the comments. Are you still rooting for JoJo? Are you hate watching like most of us? Or are we all just here to laugh at whatever train wreck comes next? Personally, I think she knows exactly what she's doing. This isn't chaos, it's calculated. And the scariest part is, she's probably 3 steps ahead. The next rebrand, it's gonna be so off the wall, none of us will be ready. She's already been the glitter kid, the LGBTQ plus face, the edgy rebel, the fake trad wife. So what's next? Honestly, she might just wake up one day and announce she's a furry now. Yup, ears, tail, the whole thing. And at this point, would any of us even be surprised? But hey, if you made it this far, sound off in the comments. What do you think JoJo's next identity arc will be? Make sure to like, share, and subscribe if you want more deep dives like this.